I just bought this RV about a month ago. I need to go get propane because I am out, so I need to move her. She's a 25-foot Class C RV. I've been sitting here for a while, even though I normally live out on public lands. I've been sitting here and I haven't planned on moving. I want in the future to make this as easy to move. Like, I don't need there to be a big breakdown or get everything ready before I go. I will do that. Hey, Gizzy wants some attention. Come here. Come here. Whee! I don't know what she wants. I'm just going to show you what it takes to move this RV. But once again, I have not move-proofed it yet. But there's not a whole lot that's out either. But I'm going to show you how long it takes, what all it takes, and I'll take you to see what it's like to go get propane too. I live full-time in this RV, and I've lived full-time in an RV out on public lands in the wild off-grid for a decade, haven't I? And she's done it with me the whole time. I think she's got to poop. Let's take her out. She'll wait for me to tell her, and then she'll jump down to this first step. Okay. Yeah, okay, come on. Oh, so she doesn't want to? Come on. She wants a treat. Okay. Hang on. Don't. Ooh. Okay. But the propane in this RV is onboard propane, meaning the tank is secured to the RV. You cannot lift it and just take it with another vehicle. So that's my old van. I've lived in that van for 3 years. If I had a detachable tank, I could just take the van. I just detach the tank, drive the van there, and it'd be a little bit easier because the van's a little bit smaller, but I'm gonna have to get used to this because I don't have a tow vehicle. All I have is this. In the future I could get a tow vehicle, but anyway, that will overcomplicate moving. So I really want to keep moving as simple as possible, so let's see what it involves today. The first thing I'm going to do, because I'm out of practice doing this, is I'm going to put in the refrigerator bars. These keep the food from falling out when you travel, because obviously things move. You open the door and then floof, everything comes flying out, and it is no fun. So instead you just stick these in, and that's pretty much all I need. I could put these down here too, I suppose. There's not much down there on that bottom shelf to come out though. And they're in little baskets. I may get more baskets to actually set things in, so the bars may did that real good, didn't I? The bars might become null and void where I don't even need to use them. That would be more ideal, because this is it's just one more thing to have to do, right? One more step. And I like for my life to be as simple and easy as possible. Just scanning the room. Nothing over here that can fall. Let's put the computer away. This I could just put down here on the couch and it won't go anywhere. Level Mate Pro, I'm gonna put that also on the couch. I don't think this is gonna move, and I'm not a very careful person, so I'm like, that's good enough. So I'm gonna leave that. I've driven from Texas to here with this sitting on the table. It did not move. This is my Tasty air fryer. It is on, kind of like non-skid feet, but I think I'm gonna play it safe. And I'm gonna put it down because I really don't want this to come crashing off of the counter while I'm driving. So that's just gonna go on the floor. iPad floor, that will stay. I'm making a dirty Coke. This will stay. A couple things I can put in the sink. Also not too bad. In most RVs, you're gonna have magnets or other type of catch things so that these don't come flying open during driving. In the bathroom, this is the only thing I have that can fall over, so we're gonna throw both of those down here in the sink. Gotta make sure your vent fans are closed. They don't have to be closed, but why have them open? That just means, more dust that is on the road is gonna be getting in there. All my windows are closed. Refrigerator's taken care of. It's funny, the less you do this, the more out of practice you become, and you can forget things real easy. My wonderful Aurora projector also going down on the couch. Okay, I think that's good. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I truly do. Those will be okay. Like something huge. What am I forgetting? I do know I have to unplug, and that is also a very unusual circumstance. But let's go unplug the RV, because you do not want to drive off with yourself still plugged in. So I had plugged in over there. I have unplugged it, but I need to make sure, of course, all my bay doors are closed and secured. And I've got to stuff this all the way back in there. Okay, she's locked and secure. Now I am on these levelers. Normally I'd have to pick those up and bring them with me, but since I am staying here at this friend's house, the levelers can stay, and they'll be a good like mark for me where to come back to as far as positioning to get level. So doing an outside walk around is pretty crucial because people will accidentally leave their awning out, they'll leave a slide out, they'll forget they're on levelers, or they'll have chocks that are blocking their ability to move forward. I mean, I've done all of these things except for the slide just because I don't have one. And I'm hardly ever plugged in, so I've never driven off with it plugged in. So there's nothing in my way. We look like we have clearance to go. Well, I need to get this back out. Awning is in. Is this bay door all the way closed? No, this side's not locked, so I need to... There, okay. What else? That actually went quicker than I thought it would. I'm very pleased with that. But I have to just sit here now and think about, like, I need to turn the camera off and really think without, you know, performing for the camera so I don't forget something. I'll be back in a second. I know I keep talking about this in my videos, but I am enamored with the Dirty Coke. I learned about Dirty Coke from Sonic. Actually, the seller of this RV, he taught me. Hi, he's probably watching. He very much encouraged me to get on YouTube. And I was like, yeah, I can do this, because he told me that I could edit my videos in CapCut, and I'm very familiar with CapCut. It's almost like, anyway, so here I am. And he's who I learned this through. And I'm addicted. I'm fully addicted now. So it's coconut syrup. I had to go to an restaurant supply store to find that. Coffee creamer. I have the coconut cream. I did the French vanilla at first. I think maybe that's a bit too sweet. I think I prefer this coconut cream. I do ice. I like a really sharp Coke, so I water the ice down, but I don't need to with this stuff because this stuff waters it down. So if I just put the other two ingredients in first, that fixes the ice. Then you pour the Coke down slowly so it stays nice and sharp. Voila, it's like a dessert. I highly recommend you don't do it because you're gonna get addicted, okay? Don't do it. Just say no. All right. We're gonna go to Burning Man with this RV. I'm gonna take you there with me. I very much did that the past 2 years on TikTok, but this year we will also be on Instagram. Let's go. Get my soda ready. I got my keys here. Come. Oh, Gizzy's not sure. She knows something's up. Come here. She won't come. Come here. All right, she doesn't want to come. I have not driven her in this RV yet. Isn't that right, Gizzy? So normally she, as you can see, I've got blankies down there and a new dog bed. Thanks again for that dog bed. And she will get down there. Normally she'll get in my lap first, and then she'll get down in her little bed area, and a lot of times she'll just ride there, which is great because when she's on my lap, she can be a little bit fussy and moves around a lot. So anyway, this is going to be Gizzy's first drive. All right. I got some things on the dashboard that aren't secured down yet, so we got to remove those and put them on the floor. So I mean, in general life, but especially in RV life, you want to make everything as simple and easy as possible. Like, not what we're doing all the time. We're trying to make life easier. So yeah, I don't want a lot of work, a lot of takedown for whenever I move my house. Okay, so yeah, if you knew me in the van, you know how much stuff I had on my dash and how cute and organized it was. Well, I haven't done that here yet. It'll be an ongoing process. That can stay. The rest of that can stay. Another thing I'm doing is my jackets. The one time I drove with the jackets hanging, they already started to mark up the walls like that. Not a huge deal. I'll probably have like fur on that wall or something, but something so it's just not marking up the wall. So for now, I'm just moving the jackets to there. I gotta say, one of the most spoiled you can get in RV life is that whenever you're leaving to go somewhere, you don't have to remember to bring anything. It's fun at first because like when I first hit the road, I remember the first time I got out and I was at a store or something and I was like, ah, crap, I should have brought my leash. This is the very first outing with my travel trailer, and I had Trixie out in the truck and I was like, oh man, I left my leash at home. No, my whole house was behind me in the travel trailer. So yeah, I was just now thinking, do I have my keys? I have everything. It's really nice, and it spoils you. And when you do have to take a trip without your entire house, dude, it's stressful. Marshall to save the day potentially. He mentioned because I said, you know, I'm feeling like I'm missing something. And he's like, is there anything left on the roof? And I'm like, oh, that's a good one. I don't know if there's anything left on the roof, but there might be because we were just up there. I just finished installing a vent fan and I had to seal it and all that good stuff. So I was just up here a day ago or 2 days ago, and I may have easily left something up here, not thinking I'd be moving. Anyway, nothing else on the roof that can go flying. Okay, I'm always supremely extra freaking careful, especially with these giant flowy pants I have on. I do not want to bust, so and I also have Crocs on. I mean, these are not the shoes to be wearing to get on a ladder. But here I am. Okay, gotta get my glasses off the bumper, and then I think we're ready to go. Let's look one more time. It's like under. This is just nerve-wracking. I don't know why. I will be going very slowly down the road before I speed up. All right. Okay, if anything goes flying, it goes flying. Most things are replaceable. We just don't want to have to replace the expensive things. Okay, come here, guys. All right, my keys are here. Climbing in. It's funny, this reminds me of buying her because that's really all I've driven her is from Austin to here. She's a real nice drive. I gotta scoot all the way up since I have nubs for legs. And now I can get this to... Oh, I gotta plug it in. I have this, my phone holder is electronic. So whenever I push this against the back, these automatically close on it. It's pretty sweet. Ah, that's so neat. I love it. Thank you, previous owner. It was installed. Sorry, Gizzy, she did not like that. I forgot that she's not used to that sound. Yeah, this is Gizzy's very first trip in Clover. It's okay, honey bunny. She'll get used to it, but right now she's a little bit, she didn't like that. She started up with no problem. Very nice, good girl. I like to praise my vehicles. I give them love. I'm very appreciative of them. I'm grateful for them, especially when they're working well. Now I need to map out where I'm going because I do not know where this place is, so I have to stop the video for that. Meantime, Gizzy is climbing up my body. She wants to get up here somewhere, feels safer. What are you doing, hon? This should not be this scary. I've been doing this for a decade, but I've never had a motorhome. She's the biggest. Well, I mean, the travel trailer is long. The travel trailer, you're longer than a lot of Class A's, which are the big box RVs. You're a lot longer and it's harder to get around. And I didn't even have a backup camera in that thing. I have a backup camera here. Anyway, they're all different, you know, depending on whether you tow a trailer, you got a motorhome, you got a van. They all have their pros and cons and little things you have to get used to. Okay, well, I think we're good. Okay, my unicorn fell over. One thing down. 14.3. Right on. We gotta go inside and pay, and I'm gonna buy a new cap. My little propane cap is busted. It's $51.33 for my 20-gallon propane tank. It only got up to 14 gallons because they can't fill them all the way. And then I had to replace this cap, which is broken. And they had them competitively priced with Amazon. I think even better than Amazon. So I was like, heck yeah, sold. A lady parked right behind me, not realizing that I can't get out for going this way. So the lady asked her to move, and we're about to head out now. Next stop at PetSmart. We need more Gizzy food. She always asks to come up right when the engine gets turned on. Check and make sure there's nobody behind us and that this lady is not gonna get smushed and we back out. Oh, I love this. Is a gigantic, humongous parking lot. There was a place a little closer to the house that I used to get propane for the van, but yeah, it was too tight of a parking lot for me. I said, nah, I don't want to deal with that. And that's one of the compromises I have to make with having this larger vehicle. And I knew that going in. It's fine. It's fine for now. And if it becomes not fine, then I will get a towed, which is a tow vehicle you pull behind it. I really should dump while I'm out too, even though I can dump at the house. That would require getting Marshall to move. And I don't know if my hose can reach. This is a pretty tight parking lot. Just gonna have to deal with it, go slow. And of course, as from here on out, it always is gonna go, I need to park way the heck out in Nowhereville. In fact, I'm just gonna park right over here. Yep. All the way as far away from anyone else as I can get. Okay. All right, Miss Gizzy, this is for you. Getting her dog food. Gizzy out of the lap. You go lay down. Keys, wallet. Let's go get, I can get a bunch of dog food this time. Normally in the van I would only get like 4 cans at a time because I didn't have all that much room, but now I have all the room in the world. It's very puzzling to me that they made this so it barely sticks out. It's made to be a footstep, but to get out it's very almost unusable. Other than that, I love her. Okay, yeah, well, Five Below is right here too, and I have to go in. That's where I got my disco balls from. They have some fun stuff a lot. I'm so glad I bought 2 of those, my favorite disco ball, because they don't have it anymore. None. The purple's nice. I have a pink one, but they don't have my purple pink one. Yep, all gone. Stop it with these dog beds. Oh my God. If I didn't have dog beds, and if that was small enough, yes. Sometimes I wonder about my brain, because somebody mentioned to me, what did they mention? Oh, they asked if Gizzy was on senior food. Like, she should be. She's 14. Why hasn't it dawned on me? Why? Oh. Okay. So we found it. All right. So yes, I'm gonna look for senior pate. I hope they have it. I haven't taken advantage of any sale on dog food in so long because I never have room to buy, 13 cans. Well, this time I did. Okay. So there's tons of room up here. Nothing is really organized yet. As you can see, I need like a shelf so that I can have more good storage up here. For now, the dog food is all going right down here. I'm actually glad to put some heavier things on this side of the RV because my water is on that side and it's like a 50-gallon tank. Really heavy. That's why I don't want to put my new batteries on this side because they're really heavy. And just everything is kind of adding up to be on this side, and you don't want to have your RV really unbalanced. You want to try to make it as balanced as possible, or as least unbalanced as possible. Next, we'll go to the grocery store. I'm going to get a couple of snacks, a couple of ideas for the air fryer. And I got a couple of bins. Look how iridescent. Love it. Yes. That's going to go up probably in my clothing section. This was going to go in my junk drawer, but I didn't look at it real hard. I didn't realize there was strawberries all over it. I don't like it. I don't like that part. So we're going to return that. It's another benefit of RV life. The fact that you can buy something, bring it home in the parking lot, test it, see if you like it, if it works, whatever, return it if it doesn't. And you're right there. You don't have to drive all the way back to the store. Love that about this life. Legs are so short, I can't get my leg through there. I have to do this in order to get in the driver's seat. I just turned this on. I was hoping she would not come out, but she did. So now, let's get the chair back so I can actually get out. I also was just sitting here with my legs over, not in the normal position, and we soaked up a lot of Gizzy's water. Tiny living. This is some of the things you have to go and deal with. Oh, you're hiding now? Come here. I don't want you popping out while we're driving and say suddenly, come on. She's not digging this. She's a little bit like, what is happening? It's okay. So I'm off to a dispensary. I've had a cartridge for about 3 years. And it's finally done. And I want to get another one. So we're gonna get another cartridge. Okay, let's go. Oh, I keep forgetting about dumping too. I might look into that. I need to look and see how long my sewer hose is. So Bash's is where I'm going. That is one of the big chain grocery stores out in these parts. This is the greater Phoenix, Arizona region. I do kind of keep thinking I'm getting a whiff of black tank. And my black tank only has pee in it, but pee smells pretty rancid after a while, and there's a lot in there. I think I'm pretty full. So yeah, in a motorhome sometimes you will have the joy of smelling the black tank while you're driving. It's just for various reasons. Just like earlier when that lady didn't realize that she was blocking me in. You've got to park so that you can make sure that you can pull forward and get out, which I am now. Like I angle myself like this in a spot where if there's something in front of me and someone parks right behind me, I can't get out. But if I turn this way, I can get myself out. So I did do that. And that's just something to think about when you're parking an RV in big parking lots. This is what I mean. Nobody can park in front of me because I'm taking over that spot some. But if someone parked right behind me and I was all the way up by that curb, I couldn't get out. I did just realize that it's really cool with the new lock that I got, and thank you again for that. I can just be sitting in my driver's seat and open up the app and lock it if it's not locked. Because you saw how hard it was for me to get in and out of that chair. So that's just one more quick and easy thing that I can do with that lock. Got my goodies. Truly one of my favorite things about living in an RV, a motorhome, is that wherever you go, you have it with you right there. I have my toilet, I have my shower, I have my bed, I have my refrigerator, so I can immediately put these in there. I don't have to worry about rushing home. Oh, I love it so much. So my lock is supposed to, it's got a proximity to it. It's supposed to let me press one button when I get close to it and it'll unlock. That way I don't have to enter the code, but it hasn't been doing that. Trying it again. Nope, I don't know why. Gotta figure that out. I'm not a worrywart. I'm not, this is not fear-mongering at all, but when I'm in my RV, I always lock it in a parking lot. You just never know. Some dude sees you and watches, and then he's like, oh, they would be in there all by themselves. I could grab them and whatever, you know? So I always like to lock my door. Out of 10 years, I've had 3 pretty major incidents that were scary as F. That's pretty good for a 10-year run. Each time the problem was a man. I always like to point this out because people say women, you know, they never point out what the fear is. Well, the fear, our predators are men. It's not women we're afraid of, it is men. Just saying. Bella Vitano Merlot cheese. This is literally my favorite cheese in the world. And I got this jalapeno mustard. Doesn't that look pretty good? Got more limes for the dirty cokes. These from Bash's are quite sweet and they're very, very good. So I had to get some. We are at the dump station. It has legit been over 3 years since I last used a dump station. This could go wrong. I really hope it does not. But we're gonna have to do it and see. Gotta use the old stinky slinky. I don't miss this at all. Not at all. She's all connected. My pants almost got, that's just water that came out from the gray tank because the gray tank valve probably needs to be replaced. That's the black tank. You do that first, then you do the gray to clean out the hose because it's gonna get nasty. That's for sure. All right, fingers crossed. Okay, good. I kind of open it a little bit like slowly at first, just to make sure nothing comes flying out of the wrong place. We're all done. I did put the cap back on. That's kind of important. Out of curiosity, but not necessity, I want to see if how the worthless readers show now, because It was showing this. Almost never end up working with the black tank, sometimes not even with the gray. The black tank was saying 2/3 full. Let's see what it says now. Full. See what I mean? It's just a bunch of crap. These will not continue to work. So if you're new to RVing, just know that this is the case. Gray says empty. Great. But black says it's full, and it is literally empty. Something that you just learned, you just don't bother with it after a while. So how do you know that your toilet is getting full? Mine's different. Mine is a compost toilet, but yours, if you have a regular water toilet, you can hear it. You can hear the difference when you flush. It will literally back up all the way so that you can't flush anymore. With my travel trailer, the toilet pipe went straight down into the tank. Some people's will turn. So I could open up the valve just by pushing on the little foot lever, and I could literally see down into my black tank, and I could see how full it was. You may not have that ability, but you usually can tell by sound when you flush, like how things are doing. And sometimes it'll also kind of burp. It'll do this burping thing. You'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. Most people can go. Just depends on how many people are using it. As a solo person, I would not put toilet paper down my toilet. I did do both, number 1 and 2, in my old toilet, and I probably could go 2.5 to 3 weeks without having to dump. And again, it all depends on like how much do you go pee outside, how much water do you put in the toilet before you take a number 2, and I never did put much in there, didn't have to. So it all depends. If you have a family of 4, you might last a week. You might even not even last a week, but it also depends on how big your black tank is. And my black tank, I don't even know, 35, 40 gallons, I think. And I don't do number 2 in this one because I have a compost toilet. So that part's pretty sweet. All right, I think we're done with chores. We got to head back now and repark. You know, it's dispensary time. Let's hit the dispensary, and that is the last stop, unless I decide to go to a thrift store. You do have to make sure you closed all your bay doors before you take off again. This is literally Arizona's largest RV parts supplier. I think I'll swing in and just have a look, just in case there is something I'm like, oh yeah, I absolutely need that. Or something that would make the life easier. Man, the turning radius on this thing, I'm not used to it yet. It's not good. This is a tight spot too. All right, we'll go have a quick look. I doubt there's anything I'm going to need, but I'm here, so let's go. We are in Ara's largest RV supply store. It's kind of like a Home Depot of RV parts. I thought I would share with you things that I found that are worthless or you should not bother with, and things that are very, very useful for your RV.